Okay, I want to go over some of the dimensional analysis problems that we started today in class. Dimensional analysis is just telling you that you're trying to go from one unit, like centimeters, to another unit, like meters, by doing a series of fractions. And these fractions would be called conversion factors. So for example, in your notes, we have talked about different units with prefixes, like for every 1 meter, down here for every 1 meter, there's 100 centimeters, or the multiply for centimeters is 1 times 10 to the negative second meters. So we're going to use these conversions to solve different types of problems here on this first page. So I'll do a few with you. I'll probably just do the odds, and then the evens you can try on your own. So on this question, we have 74 centimeters, and they want us to get to meters. So if your unit is centimeters, and you're trying to get rid of it so that your final unit would be meters, you want to figure out which side of the fraction bar it would be placed. If something on the numerator is the same as something in the denominator, they will cancel. So I'll write centimeters down here. In my numerator, I'll write meters. So now I got to think about my conversion factors. For every 1 meter, how many centimeters are there? Or how many centimeters are in a meter? For all my examples, I'm going to use the multipliers that we have memorized. So I'm going to say there's 1 times 10 to the negative second meters in 1 centimeter. So now my units of centimeters will cancel. 74 times 1 times 10 to the negative second is 0.74 meters, which matches my final answer. All right, let's do another one. I'll go ahead and do number 2. So number 2, I have 8.32 times 10 to the negative second kilograms, and they want me to go to grams. So I'm starting with kilograms, and I want to go to grams. So my goal is to get rid of this unit kilograms and only end up with grams. So if I want to get rid of a unit kilograms, I need to figure out what side of the fraction bar it's going to be placed. If something is the same on the top as it is on the bottom, then they'll cancel. And in this case, I need to put kilograms in the denominator. So these will cancel. But I want my final answer to be grams, so I'll put that in the numerator. So my multiplier for kilo is there's 1 times 10 to the third grams, or 1,000 grams, in 1 kilogram. So now, for every 1 kilogram, I have 1 times 10 to the third grams. My kilograms are on top and bottom, so they'll cancel. All I have left over is grams, which is what the question was asking. So 83.2 grams. All right, let's just keep practicing. So for number 3, I have milliliters and centimeters cubed. We haven't explicitly talked about the relationship between milliliters and centimeters cubed, but it is in your notes, and it's in the conversions on page 28. So on page 28, you have all the different conversions that I've given you. And here's the one we care about right here. For every 1 milliliter, it equals 1 centimeter cubed. So that's again on page 28. So in this case, I want to get rid of the unit milliliter and end up with centimeters cubed. So if I want to get rid of this unit, I need to put it in the denominator. If I want to end up with this unit, I need to put it in the numerator, where it won't get canceled. So, according to my conversion factor, for every 1 milliliter, it'll equal 1 centimeters cubed. So for every 1 milliliter, it'll equal 1 centimeters cubed. So it's the same answer, except I got the correct units this time. My milliliters on top and bottom cancel, and I have 55.5 centimeters cubed. All right. I'm going to do 2 more examples. I'll do number 5 and number 7, and then I want you to try the rest on your own. So number 5, you have 41 milliliters, and you're trying to get to liters. So here's the unit they give you, milliliters, and you're trying to get to liters. So if we're trying to get rid of milliliters, we need to put it in the denominator. You do the same thing on top and bottom, they're going to cancel. But I need to have a conversion factor. So I know the multiplier for milli is 1 times 10 to the negative third. There is 1 times 10 to the negative third liters for every 1 milliliter. So this unit, liters, goes in my numerator because I'm trying to get. And there's 1 times 10 to the negative third liters for every 1 milliliter. So 4.1 times 1 times 10 to the negative third gives you 0.041 liters. Last but not least, I want to do number 7. 7, you're going from 8.34 times 10 to the 9th centigrams, and you want it to get it to just grams. So centigrams to just grams. So I want to get rid of this unit, but keep this unit. So in order to get rid of it, because it's in the numerator, I'm going to put it in the denominator. I want to put the unit that I want in the numerator. Now I need to figure out my conversion factor. Centi is 1 times 10 to the negative second. 1 times 10 to the negative second grams equals 1 centigram. So my 1 centigram will go down here. My 1 times 10 to the negative second will go up here. So now 8.34 times 10 to the negative 9th times 1 times 10 to the negative second. These guys will cancel. Gives me 8.34 times 10 to the negative 11th. So let me refresh everything here. So we're given a scenario where we have to go from one unit to another. The way we go from one unit to another is by canceling out the unit we don't want. If the unit's in the numerator, we will put the same unit in the denominator and the unit we want in the numerator. So if the unit in the numerator and the unit denominator are the same, they will cancel. But this number here comes from our conversion factors. And more importantly, it comes from our prefixes. So we know centi means 10 to the negative second. For every 1 centimeter, it's 10 to the negative second meters. Same thing with number 2. We are trying to get rid of kilograms and then get to grams. So if I have kilograms to start off with, the only way to get rid of it is by multiplying kilograms in the denominator. Numerator, denominator, cancel. In order to figure out what fraction we put here, it has to do with the conversion factors that are our prefixes. So kilo means 1 times 10 to the third. So for every 1 kilogram, it's 1 times 10 to the third grams. And then you just multiply across and get your answer. One more example just to recap. Here we're going from milliliters to liters. So if I want to get rid of milliliters, I need to put it in my denominator so the top and bottom cancel. Milli, the multiplier for milli is 1 times 10 to the negative third. So for every 1 milliliter, I have 1 times 10 to the negative third liters. So then you just multiply across, your milliliters cancel, and you're only left over with liters. Hopefully this helps. Please try to do 1 through 8, and then I will upload a second video for 9 through 15.